Red Rocker Sammy Hagar here.
I'm Michael Anthony.
This is Vic Johnson.
And this is Jason Bonham from The Circle, and
these are
Crazy Times!
Crazy Times was a riff that I had been jamming with Jason and Vic and Mike backstage before we go on. Like Pump It Up was also that kind of a thing, where we would just be jamming it backstage and you know, didn't have any parts for it. I just, you know, had a couple chord changes, and it was really just a jam, you know.
And we literally just played a place, and he said, this is where we started to write Crazy Times. I'm like, no, we didn't. He goes, yes, we did. And I vaguely remember, you know, we have the drum kit backstage, which is like a Roland electronic drum kit backstage. So we get to play and jam, and at that time we didn't know whatever it was going to be. It was just something that was a jam.
David Cobb said, come on, what do you guys got? You must have some ideas. And I said, okay. I started playing him that riff, and he started playing it.
Dave played along with me too, you know, as far as guitar. When I met him, I mean, because I didn't know him at all, so we walk in the studio, because Sammy didn't play guitar at all, and now we've got this producer person that I just met. So anyway, we ended up playing guitars together and pretty much all the tracks. You know, we had our different parts, and we just gelled pretty quickly in these songs.
You know, I said, I'm on guitar. I want to play guitar with it and play ba ba da ba 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 ba. So I wanted it to be more like a guitar lick instead of me normally just singing, you know, some beautiful melody, sing along, you know. So instead, I just wanted to do just a blues lick, and when I did, I painted myself to a corner, because then I couldn't find any lyrics that fit exactly with that, because I was already stuck with, you know, with that melody, you know.
On this song, we recorded it in Nashville, but we had run out of time pretty much that we had allotted to be there, so we went back to LA, and Sammy and I, we live in Southern California down at the beach area. And we actually, Sammy did the vocal, and we did all the vocals at a little studio in Newport Beach, which is where I live. And that was kind of cool because it was only 5 minutes from my house. I didn't have far to go to the studio. But it was very cool because Sammy and I actually were our own, we produced the vocal part ourselves, which was really kind of cool, you know, sitting in the studio going, no, Sam, I think you ought to sing that one more time, you know. And that was a lot of fun, actually. We did the vocals in one day. Sammy sang the lead, and we did the backgrounds, and we kind of worked out the parts on our own. And then we sent the file to Dave and said, Dave, this is it. What do you think? And he loved it.
And I came up with Crazy Times for a title. And then, once I had Crazy Times for a title, which is what I think everybody in the world has gone through with the COVID breakdown, meltdown, opposition, stopping the world and melt with you. I thought, well, it's a relative thing to talk about. So I was just begging for like an old blues line, you know.
For being a very simple type song, it's very powerful, and you know, it's kind of reflecting the crazy times that we live in and what's going on around us right now.
Let the rain come and wash us down, get rid of all this stuff, and let the sun come out and shine, and we all be happy again. Can't say we're there yet, but it's a wish.